Americans remain in the dark over the origins of the mysterious UFO drones. For the past decade, Jennifer Krasinski felt safe living in a home tucked away off a dirt road in Hewitt, a northern New Jersey suburb, but what she recently saw in the night sky left her disquieted. Near her house, Krasinski noticed flying objects with blinking red and white lights emitting a whirling sound. After 3 consecutive nights in mid-December 2024, she said, "I stopped looking for them because it just was overwhelming." She told Epoch Times, "This makes me uneasy." Krasinski worried that someone was using drones to collect information for some nefarious purpose, but she decided against alerting authorities already inundated with similar reports of apparent drone sightings. Weeks later, specific answers elude Krasinski and thousands of other Americans who spotted unidentified anomalous phenomena. We're talking about UFOs. Reports came from at least a half dozen U.S. states since mid-November 2024 and sparked a wave of concern. After government officials and drone experts gave non-threatening explanations for nearly all the sightings, the hoopla over so-called mystery UFO drones dissipated. However, the questions are still lingering. President-elect Donald Trump promised that soon after his January 20 inauguration, which is tomorrow, he will release more details about the drone sightings. He said it was ridiculous that federal officials had been so tight-lipped. Because of the attention, the public is more aware of drones, a plus for U.S. drone makers and sellers. Drone industry leaders also say the incidents underscore an ongoing dilemma: how to balance security needs and airspace use, restrictions against the drive to innovate drone capabilities and uses, and the need to fine-tune drone regulations and procedures is becoming more critical, considering how fast the industry is growing, experts say. The Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, had registered more than 1 million drones as of last month, and drone use is expected to continue surging. Worldwide drone sales now total about $30 billion a year. In 10 years, that figure could burgeon to nearly $224 billion, according to FactMR Market Research. Alan Evans, CEO of Unusual Machines, an Orlando-based drone technology company, said that the spate of sightings dramatically changed Americans' perceptions of drones. The incidents also exposed a really big gap in airspace management, a need to better identify, track, and coordinate drone use, Evans said. And people are interested in solving that rather than just dismissing drones as toys, a novelty item. People also are now interested in figuring out how to organize and use those tools and handle concerns over them being used the wrong way, Evans said, calling the toys to tools drones perception a major shift in American society. He cited another realization that has settled in. "I think it's the first time we're like, oh yeah, okay, drones are everywhere all the time." Unusual Machines, which strongly focuses on consumer drone market, attracted a lot of first-time buyers this past year, Evans said. And although sales data were not yet releasable, Evans said that the drone sightings seem to have stoked much of the new enthusiasm. Evans and 3 other industry professionals said that citizens and government leaders are justifiably concerned about UAP sightings and drone activities. However, they also cautioned against jumping to conclusions or panicking based on flawed, distorted, or limited information. And these experts addressed inaccurate claims about drones and suggested how government agencies might handle drone-related issues better. Now about the sightings. Gabriel Garcia, technical director for SPS Aerial Remote Sensing, a Texas company specializing in computer drone technology, said he thinks people were filing a lot of false reports unintentionally. People who are unfamiliar with the nighttime appearance of various aircraft may have misidentified some crude aircraft as unmanned drones, he said. Many types of aircraft, including drones, are equipped with white, red, and green lights to aid navigation and avoid collisions. Numerous witnesses reported seeing these lights on the unidentified objects. And Garcia believes authorities know a significant amount of information about the suspected drones. That's because the FAA requires drones to be equipped with a sort of virtual license plate which broadcasts a traceable signal, Garcia said. That signal provides a lot of data, he said, including GPS coordinates of the drone's pilot, time-stamped actions, altitude, and speed. Some of the aircraft that aroused suspicions may have been flown by operators who were ignorant of regulations or careless about drone use, Garcia said. Concerned citizens wondered why authorities did not just shoot them down to examine them, but Garcia said that would be unsafe, unnecessary, and illegal without special permission. First, there's a grave risk that innocent people can be injured by ammunition gone astray or falling debris, Garcia said. Federal law forbids damaging or disabling aircraft, including drones. Violations carry heavy penalties. However, police in Long Island, New York, late last year, obtained authority to shoot down the drones. Rather than shoot the drones, authorities can remotely take over control of a drone. They can tell it where to go and where to land with a much, much safer outcome, Garcia said. Another misconception is that some of those drones were reportedly bus-sized. Jeff Thompson, CEO of Red Cat Holdings, a Department of Defense DoD drone contractor in Nevada, said, "There's not a drone configuration out there that can make a small bus fly like a small drone you see at the beach. That just does not exist," he said. Thompson said that the inaccurate description took hold because everyone just started repeating it, and it became like a thing even though it was not true. And they're not enemy drones. Many people wondered about whether foreign adversaries deployed a suspected drone swarm as a spy operation. Thompson refuted that notion. "These are not enemy drones," Thompson said. "There's no way it was an enemy. They would not put on FAA lights. That's just ridiculous. Or they are the dumbest enemy. Drones used for the reconnaissance of or other military missions fly without lights," he said. "These drones are even undetectable by a person wearing night vision goggles. Our drones are stealth, and you want them stealth," Thompson said. "Our nation's defense is going to depend on drones going forward," Thompson said. Newcomb fears that overregulation will stifle innovation and how the technology advances. It suggests that instead of forcing every drone to be tracked, we just offer an airspace for them to operate in. Evans commended the FAA for its emphasis on safety, which enables Americans to travel more safely in an airplane than in a car. Federal data and numerous studies show. And likewise, Evans believes the FAA is doing a really good job balancing the need for innovation against security concerns. At the same time, the FAA is concerned about avoiding an overzealous cowboy environment that could lead to really dangerous things with stuff falling out of the sky, Evans said. Garcia noted the FAA has no authority to take down a drone and therefore must rely on help from other federal agencies. And Newcomb said, "I think we're on the path of solving it to ensure that our airspace is safe." And this is on Zero Hedge. It's authored by Janice Hissel via the Epoch Times. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.